The NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Saints and the football team, and it comes your way next.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Washington football team. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Washington offense ready to take over, and you see Taylor Heineke at the helm in his second season with the football team.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Heineke on first down. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Very good as a rookie. Terry McLaurin was even better in 2020. 87 catches for over 1,100 yards. He is definitely wide receiver one for the Washington football team.
A first down throw for Heineke. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
From the shotgun, it's Heineke. And that one caught. It's the rookie De'Ami Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allowed a completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him. Because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Heineke. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game? That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown. De'Ami Brown. A 24-yard touchdown.
And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now a 7-0 game. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown.
The touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. First drive coming up here for this New Orleans Saints offense. And leading about at quarterback here in 2021 in his 7th NFL season, it's Jameis Winston.
This is a big change for everyone in the Bayou country because Drew Brees is no longer the starting quarterback, so there'll be a new starter for the first time since 2006 for the Saints. Jameis Winston, as we all know, unlimited potential, has a 5,100-yard season on his resume in Tampa. But turnovers, that's the biggest part he's got to change. If he does that, he could take the reins and really run with them in New Orleans.
Jameis now on first down. It's brought in by Harris. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 22, Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 36, Winston. He gets it complete to Harris. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Winston.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
Off the play fake, Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And Marquez Callaway, the one he was looking for.
And it's third down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free.
The Washington football team 1-2 on the season, dropping a 1 to the Bills in Week 3. And after Buffalo jumped out in that one to a 21-0 lead, Washington was able to get it within a score, but ultimately Josh Allen, the Bills offense, proved too much for a Washington defense that struggled again. They gave up 481 yards of offense to the Buffalo Bills. And now you look forward, head to Atlanta Week 4, a winnable game, and the 2 home games, 2 tough ones against New Orleans and Kansas City. And the play fake, and now Heineke.
This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Logan Thomas experienced a breakout season last year at the age of 29. Converted from playing quarterback, he finished 3rd among tight ends with 72 catches, and it certainly looks like his future is awfully bright.
First down, Heineke.
That's complete, middle of the field to Humphreys. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Adam Humphrey spent 4 years in Tampa and 2 in Tennessee. Knows how to operate out of the slot and find his way open downfield. Makes a good catch there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
From the gun, Heineke.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
On play action, Heineke.
Got him in, it's Brown.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Heineke. This one left side caught by Gibson. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on second down. Heineke. Forced out, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Taylor Heineke taking it in from 7 yards away. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Well, here come the New Orleans Saints. They rebounded in fine fashion from a Week 2 loss with a nice win over the New England Patriots in Week 3. Certainly a different look to this one from years past. For the first time since 2005, it wasn't Drew Brees versus Tom Brady. In 2021, it was Jameis Winston versus Mac Jones. And Winston and his teammates, Charles, got enough done to secure the victory.
And I love the way you express that, got enough done, because when we saw Jameis Winston in Tampa his last season there, he threw for over 30 touchdowns. He also threw for over 5,000 yards. And he also threw for 30 interceptions. So that was the issue. He's not going to approach 5,000 yards at the rate he's going now. But 2 passing touchdowns, even though it's only 128 yards, efficient. Big-time play for him. And, of course, Alvin Kamara, 118 all-purpose yards, most in a game this season for him. And how about the Saints defense? They picked up the rookie Mac Jones 3 times. Malcolm Jenkins getting a pick 6 on the first play of the second half.
They could get on a little winning streak here, Charles. They host the 0-3 Giants, and then they play at Washington. Washington 1-2 right now. Following those 2 games, they have their open week.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Here comes the Saints punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts a defense back on its heels. Because normally you just think, okay, he's going to throw the ball. Let's tee off, put a little extra pressure on him. But when he's able to either escape or run with the ball and design plays, that really changes what you try and do on defense.
Yeah, you certainly can't forget about the arm, that's for sure.
On 1st and 10, Heineke.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down.
Heineke.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We saw a strong first half from our quarterback. First things first, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Saints. And they will need to get this passing game in gear, because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for Washington, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts, as you can see the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Here's Harris to return it.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line. Jameis to throw it. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
Jamin Davis in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. But just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, and this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker, because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call through the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And that will be incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
First possession of the second half now for Washington.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Heineke now looking to throw on first down. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And that'll bring up second down. Now Heineke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Heineke again.
And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here's Tressway now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here.
The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10
at their own 11.
He'll start with a give to Kamara.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On 3rd down, Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The third down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 2nd down and 4, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
Going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. The Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. Now Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught.
Well, when it comes to throwing the deep ball, no one has ever questioned the arm strength of Jameis Winston. And this is a beautiful throw right here.
And what was amazing to me was the fact he was able to get as much on the ball as he did because he was on the run. Normally, when you're on the move like that, you don't expect the ball to go that far. You would think you need your lower body to be involved. That was an all-arm throw.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow.
His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Throwing. Heineke.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Heineke.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Pete Werner able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Dustin Hopkins for the Washington field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25.
The New Orleans offense set to take over.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a pass complete to Hogan. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Winston now. It's complete. Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Jonathan Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Winston. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that one drops to the ground, incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Again, it's Winston. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to go up top again.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. So a victory here for the Washington football team.
And they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough. But, yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.